Welcome everybody back to Sporks and Dorks, and today we are going to be eating Little Caesars deep dish, or it's like Detroit style pizza. We have ourselves a drink, and today, let me take a bite of this before we start. Today we're going to be talking about Thomas Jennings. So, I'll have a picture of him up on the screen somewhere while we're talking about him. So, Thomas Jennings, and like I did with Martin Luther King Jr., if you want to read, because of course I'm not going to read the whole entire article or anything, I'll have some articles below about Thomas Jennings. He is our first African American person in history we're going to be talking about in the month of February. Because if you didn't know, February is one month for it. Okay, anyway. Thomas Jennings was the first African American to receive a patent. He received it in 1821 for the discovery of a process called dry scoring, which is the forerunner of today's modern dry cleaning. And I think there's a picture. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up as well, of him, what he patented. Okay. He was born in New York City in 1791, and he became a tailor in his 20s. So it says, the patent to Jennings generated considerable controversy during this period. Slaves at the time could not patent their own inventions. Their effort was the property of their master. This regulation dated back to the U.S. Patent Law of 1793. The regulation was based on the legal presumption that the master is the owner of the fruits and the labor of the slave, both manual and intellectual. Patent courts also held that slaves were not citizens and therefore could not own rights to their inventions. In 1861, patent rights were finally extended to slaves. Thomas Jennings, however, was a free man and thus was able to gain exclusive rights to his invention and profit from it. So, Thomas Jennings was not a slave. He was free. And so, he himself owned the rights to his patent, not anyone else, and he got the money from it. It says, Jennings was a passionate abolitionist who used the income from his invention to free the rest of his family from slavery and fund abolitionist causes. He served as assistant secretary to the first annual Convention of the People of Color, which met in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in June of 1831. Yeah, like I said, I'll put some more, I don't know if you can see the food. I'll put some more sources and stuff about him in the link. And next time, we're going to be talking about his daughter, Elizabeth Jennings. And if you guys want, I'll look into it further. And see if we can find out about his wife. Because him and his daughter's story is quite grand. But I don't think I've ever read about his wife, or even if he had one. So put in the comments below if you're interested in the Jennings family, and if I should do one on his wife. Or put in the comment section below who you want me to talk about. That was a pivotal African American in American history. I would say he was, because he was the first African American to receive a patent from the United States. He wasn't a slave, he was a free man, so he owned it himself. You guys tell me. In the comments below if you would want me to look into it further. I love history, and any reason to talk about it, I take it. We've talked about history before on this channel, and you guys seem to like it. So, this month, that's what I'm doing. Ooh. Also, tell me if you guys want me to talk about, like, multiple people in a video, because I will do that. My goodness. It's getting cold. You know what happens when Little Caesars gets cold. Yeah, personally, I like Elizabeth Jennings' story. I think it's, like, really inspirational. And when I learned about her story, I was really pressed that we didn't learn it in school. Because I find it, like, really inspirational. And it has something to do with another public figure. Her story does. So, I always, like, after I learned, I was like, why didn't we learn her story in school? Not only is it inspirational, but it just goes to show that this other public figure, you know, he had good intentions as a young, man. Because it's really easy to look back on American history and just think everybody was awful. Like, everyone in power was awful. But I don't know. It just, when I tell it to you guys, I think you'll understand what I'm saying. Yeah, my speech is starting to get cold. That part's hot. What is happening? Okay. Well. It says on the side of the box, tell us how we did and enter for a free chance to win free pizza for a year. For official rules and to take the survey, go to littlecaesarslistens.com. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/19. So, here. You guys go enter that. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I mean, they say no purchase necessary. So if y'all want some free Little Caesars, go to littlecaesarslistens.com and tell them about yourselves. Yeah, but okay. Well, one last bite for you guys. Okay, so here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Thumbs this video up. And we'll be back with another one shortly. Bye.